Hi, thanks for joining me. Just doing some economic numbers under the Trudeau government. Let's look at the balance of trade. This is the second worst deficit that we've ever had. The worst deficit was last month, and that is a new low. As you see, that's the lowest deficit balance of trade that we've ever had, and this month is the second lowest. So it's improving, but, not very good. I'm just joking there. Okay, so imports. This is the highest level of imports we've ever had. There it is right there. That's the highest level of imports we've ever had. I knew more. There's a lot more here. External debt. This is a new mark. You can see right here. This is the highest level that Canadians have ever had. That's debt outside of Canada, and that is a new record. And we've set a new record in terrorism index. We were, for so many years, we were so low. We were one of the lowest countries. Now we're rising quite rapidly. If you look at last indicator was 2.96 and now it's 3.53, and that is actually quite high. Let's go to the government itself. It reports debt to GDP is 89.6. I don't know how in the world they ever got to that number. It should be a lot more. Like you just saw the external debt, it's huge. So I have no idea how they got to this number, but they publish these numbers, so you have to trust them or don't trust them. Anyway, the government spending right there, that is a new highest mark, and the previous mark was last month. Was the previous, and the new high is this. So the government really is just spending whatever they can. That is for sure. Revenues last month, it was the highest ever, and that's it right there. And this month it's slightly down, and it's going to continue to go down. This is what happens when you boost taxes and you try to increase government revenues. There's a spike in the beginning, then it starts to tail off. Government debt is a new high as well, and last month was a previous new high. Now we're talking about a brand new high at $671 billion. All right, so let's go to consumer. All right, so retail sales were down for January, and they're a little bit, if you're not including autos, which is the big ticket, of course, they were just a tiny bit up, but not very healthy at all. Some real shocking numbers are these, though, right here. Household debt to GDP is 100%. That's the highest. Really, the one at some point it was 101, but I mean, quite literally, it's the same. And household debt to income is 176. We're getting into more and more debt every time. Now, one other thing I want to show in let's gonna have to find it, and that is this number, terms of trade, right here. Terms of trade, of course, is how the higher the number, the more high tech your trade is. So, and the lower the number, the more bananas and agriculture and just raw materials. So You know, previously, and I think they do this every 3 months or so, every quarter. Previously it was 92.3 and it's dropped quite a bit. So we're really not selling any machinery or finished products. We're selling raw goods. And this is probably mostly raw petroleum, which, by the way, we're selling at a great discount. We're not even making good money on the raw petroleum. So, well, there you go. So many new numbers, and they're not very positive numbers. And quite frankly, well, I mean, you can look at here. Here is crude oil production. In last month, it was the highest level on record, and that's basically what we're selling. If you go to, let's just go to balance of trade, and you actually see what we're selling. And sorry, I'm going exports. By category. And it is petroleum. 20% of everything that we sell is petroleum. And it's really not, it's not finished petroleum, it's just raw crude petroleum. So, not very good. And this number here is dropping big time, and so are these other numbers. Basically, what we're selling is more raw materials and less finished goods. Anyway, I'll keep you up to date with the economic factors, so you get a great choice in the fall elections, which is anything but liberals. Anyway, thanks for watching.